Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Today we're making some more altered paper clips, and this time we're going to make pockets. So let's go. What I'm using is old book pages. These are from a Reader's Digest, and it was kind of falling apart, so I thought I may as well put it to good use. And so I'm going to make some of those coin envelope looking things. And slight difference on these is that I want a V, kind of like a neckline. And so I'm just going to, first of all, fold this to the appropriate size that I want. And there's going to be some overlap. Okay, so then to get the cut roughly in the middle, actually maybe I don't have to cut it at all. Look at that. I think I cut it or folded it a little too close to my line though. So the line I drew is here. So you want to fold your just inside. Make that crease just inside so it doesn't end up getting stuck in there. Okay, and then we'll do the same on this side. So the line is here, so I'm going to fold it just inside that for a smoother neckline. There we go, that's so nice. And then I'm going to, it's a lot easier than cutting it, mind you. I'm going to ink it before I glue that down. And I'm also going to fold this down, or glue this down rather. I think it will add some stability to the whole equation as well. Now you're not going to see these folds from the outside, so it doesn't really matter if they're not equal, because as you can see, like so. And then I'm going to fold the bottom up just a little. And I'm going to take some of the bulk out. So I'm going to just snip the corners here and cut off that front flap. And then we'll glue the bottom flap up. And I forgot to put glue here. No matter, that's fine. It'll be fine. Alright. That, and then up there. So, that's looking pretty good. Now at this point you can ink it again, or some more. And I didn't get enough glue here. I'll use this one just to make sure. But I don't want it to, obviously we don't want it to fall apart. Alright, so that will hold. Okay, so back to inking the rest of it. Alright, so then the paper clip, and you should be able to use small ones as well. It's just my pocket is a little bit on the large side, so I'm going to use a larger paper clip. So I'm going to put the bottom, the short side of the paper clip, I'm going to put that to the inside. Now, because I don't want that to show really. I'm going to, well, I'm going to have it showing a little because I'm going to make room for like a ribbon or something up there. But to cover this part, I am going to add a piece of paper in there, which will also strengthen it. So I have some leftover cardstock that I haven't used yet. Now my piece, I want it to fit nicely inside there, so a little narrower than the pocket itself. And I guess I want it a little wider than that, so I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to cut it again there just to fit, because what's going to happen if it's too small, you'll be able to see the back page, and I figure if I'm going to hide it, then I may as well hide it fairly well so that it looks like it's covering all of it. So, but I still want it to get in there nicely. And then I'm going to pop the cardstock away from the back, and then I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm just going to drizzle, I don't know if you can see, I'm going to just drizzle it in there, especially where the paper clip is. And then I'm going to push that down. And the paper actually moved on me. So that's I kind of gooped that one up. But that's how it goes, I guess. We're just gonna roll with it. Maybe I can ink it some more so it doesn't show up so much. Or maybe the ribbon that I put on there later will cover some of that. Alright, so there is your pocket. Then you just decorate it. And I have I brought along some smaller fussy cuts, and one of them is something I got in Happy Mail, and it's an embossed leaf with some spatter on it. So I think that will be nice on there. So I don't know. This glue should work. I think it's just paper. It just looks like a different substance because of the embossing, but I think it's just paper. And then I'm going to slant it so that it all fits on there. That's nice because I was wondering how I was going to use those. I was gifted 2 of them, and you know how it is when you're gifted something and you hang on to it for a bit and you want to make the best use of it. So I think this is it. Also, there's something there that I want to cover, so I might put I don't usually use tabs for decoration, but why not? I mean, nobody says you can't. So these are some cute little whale tail punches that I made, not punches, but tabs that I made myself. And I think I will use one of these. Just make that a little round. So, I don't know. What should we do? Should we do that? We could put a tab on our pocket. Why not? In fact, if I use one of these, it will already have some decoration on it. I don't want to mess with the red from there, but maybe this pink would be alright. Something like that. I'm just going to ink it. Okay, and then just, because that's not going to affect how the pocket works at all. Something like that. I know, I'm bad I didn't do the back, but maybe we can put something else on the back. That's pretty sturdy, although, with the index card inside there. So I think we're just gonna leave that. And I made that a little bit crooked as well. I might want some lace on there, not sure. I kind of feel like it's too big, and maybe I need my smaller one. Something like that. So I'm just going to make a thin line of hot glue. I don't really have a fabric glue, so hot glue is just a little more convenient for me than the other stuff that I usually use. I have normally used a 3-in-1, I think it is, like a really tacky glue. That works on fabric as well. Okay, so then I'm just gonna trim that off. Okay, and then I still have room for some ribbon up here. And I don't know where my ribbon is right this second. Okay, I brought a couple. So there's this one, and I have this gold one, which I've been kind of trying to save for special projects, but we'll see. If this one doesn't work, then we'll use that one. And I think I'm going to do a ribbon today, like a bow. Thread that through, tie a knot. Make 2 loops and then tie another knot. That seems to work the best for me. I know there's other ways to make bows, but and now that I've said that, it's kind of upside down. Okay, I just turned it a little bit. Oh look, it's kind of trying to cover up that spot there that's empty. Now because this is a pocket, okay, that's cool. I should probably put it up a little because we don't want it to be in the way of the pocket. But what I might do is just glue this little piece down so it actually does cover that spot. That way it doesn't look like it's supposed to be in there. And then I'll just cut this one short. Maybe I'll tuck that into the pocket. Like so. Okay, so that's one. And that one actually turned out pretty good. So let's do some more. Because if you're anything like me, you are always running out of these things. And it's nice to have different ones, that they're not all the same type, because I do like to add a lot of paper clips to my journals. So there's that. Now, if I had already decided that I'm not proofreading these, so if I come across a word then that's not appropriate, what I would do is then just take a marker or something, maybe a colored acrylic marker that matches the rest of the pocket here, and then I would just kind of make some marks to cover that up. So nothing in that one, so I don't have to do it yet, which is good because I don't have my acrylic markers down here. So alright, so how wide do we want this? About there. Okay, then we're gonna fold that over again. Oh, this is cool. It's got a gilded edge. I'm gonna try and put that to the outside. It's kind of hard to see where the fold is. So I want that to the inside and then that to the outside. So I didn't get the crease all the way to the fold, but that's okay. And I do want to ink again. So I hope you're all doing well, and that this finds you having a good day. Alright, so just gluing down the front of the pocket, the inside. Now I saw something similar to this on Pinterest, but I don't think they were making altered paper clips. I think they were just making little pockets, so inspired by what I saw. And I should have cut that first. Oops. I don't have those glues. I do like it. I like to use them, but they do tend to get knocked over a lot. And then again, I have that little piece there. So far, I haven't had a problem covering it up, but you could always cut the edge if you wanted to. But that had the gilding on it, and now I don't really see any of it anyways, so. Alright, let's see, what else can we put on here? How about a clock? That works. It's small enough. Maybe I should have decided what I wanted to put on the inside first. Let's see. So again, the short piece goes inside, and then we want to cover that with something. Could just be ordinary paper as well. Wouldn't have to be index card or something thick. But hey, I still have some of this left, so in fact, if I did that, that might work nicely. So I'm just gonna try and do it this way. Fold it. And then roughly use half. Like so. And then maybe this time I will leave it hanging out just a smidge so that I can cut it off if it's not moving nicely for me. Ouch. Yeah, that's hot. Okay, so I was able, whoops, I moved it too much this time. Okay. I will just cut the top off because it's, of course, now crooked. What you gonna do? Okay, it's a little better. Okay, so then I have that, and let's see, will that fit? Almost. If we'd have made that a little wider, it would have fit. I could put this leaf on. That would work. Alright, I'll do that. I'll use that another time. These leaves are two-sided, so I could have used the other side as well. So there's that. I like these. These are fun. And then you just have to put something inside to complete it. What will we put in our pockets? I have to think of something. Could be one of those little tags. Yeah, those little tags that I made with the watercolor paper. I'll have to see if that fits in here. It probably will. Alright, so I think I'm going to do some lace down the side here. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's do that. Can't even see the glue. I was just thinking a little butterfly might be nice there. Maybe that has some ink on it. I put it on top of the ink, but oh, there we go. That's not bad at all. Even got some on the lace part. Okay. Maybe just, I don't know, it feels a little plain on that side now, so. Alright, that's good. Alright, let me go get something to put in these pockets. We actually have a lot of fun little things we can put in. All those tag clusters we made. And then we have these decorated or watercolor tags. Just trying to figure out what would work best. This would work, but it might, yeah, it's a little too deep for that one. This would work. Then we would have two things with the ribbon because I was going to put something on here yet. But that's so cute. That works really well. Too, there's a butterfly on there as well. Okay, I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to just put a short little ribbon on there, I think. I'll use the gold for this now. In fact, you can even put it through there, through the back. And I do want to have an angle on that. Alright, so then I'm just going to put a drop of glue right there just to hold it closed. Something like that. Well, there we go. Once you get going with these, they're a lot of fun. At first they seem a little fiddly. like having doilies that I picked up from the thrift store that I can just tear into because it's so handy. Okay, let's see if this will... Something like that. Looks a little raggedy, but that's okay. And I might just try to cross them a little, like so. There we go. And it's probably maybe better in this one. All right. And I was gonna put this teddy bear on top of one, but I think, oh, look at that. He fits just perfectly inside that pocket. And there he is, peeking out there. Just like that. In fact, I was gonna say we could stick a few more things in there, but I mean, you could. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Maybe some ephemera. I don't know. I've got this. Oh, it's too colorful. I've got some extra stamps hanging around here. Labels. I've also got some just little drawings. That would work. And then they could stick it on a page if they wanted to. There we go. Look at that. Well, I'm going to end this video right now, and I'll probably keep working because I really am enjoying these. And then if I do make quite a few more, I will show you what I ended up with. But for now, I will say thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.